Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of LEGO Weaponry, which I've made another weapon from Far Cry 4. Oh yes, this is one of the shotguns you can use and get in the game obviously. And to be honest, well, in my personal opinion, I really like this weapon due to the fact you can either fire it as a pump action or a semi-automatic weapon. So yes, either way, I'm here to show you this good old shotgun now. So, here it is. Oh yes, this is the Spaz 12. Oh yes, it's well known for a couple of roles in films and video games. So yes, especially, well, what's that game again? Oh yes, Half-Life. That's the last time I've seen this shotgun in. Oh yes, I've used this quite a lot, well, around those corners and everything, so... Either way, I've made the Far Cry 4 version, and yeah, it's not too bad to be honest, and luckily enough, there wasn't a stock attached to the actual one, which saved me pieces, obviously, so yeah, and time as well, so I'm quite impressed with it actually. Now, funny enough, this is my second attempt at making this Spaz 12. Well, the first attempt I've made way back in the past where I wasn't making videos for YouTube and all that stuff, so yes, that first attempt weren't so great, but now, with my second attempt, to me, it's kind of cool. Oh yes, I really like this shotgun in a way. But unfortunately, it's not going to be with me forever because I have to break it up and everything and make it into another model and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's a bit of an unfortunate piece of news. But either way, I will show you the facts about it, although it's, well, obviously, well, real. And I will still show you the comparisons between this LEGO version and the real version. So, let's have a look at those things, shall we? Interesting. Right, let's show you the areas and the features of this particular shotgun. First things first, well, moving trigger, pistol grip, trigger guard, attachment rail for like a holographic sight or a reflex sight or whatever sight you put on a shotgun. But to me, I don't think you need an attachment on this shotgun because the shotgun spreads, or well, it depends on what shell you're using, either a 12 gauge which spreads projectiles or a slug that's accurate and just really penetrates your target or whatever. So yeah, it depends on what shell you're using. But either way, moving on. Rear sight, foresight, muzzle, barrel. Now I think this is the loading tube where you put, well, load up your shells in. I don't know the capacity of this shotgun on how much it holds. Sorry about that. But either way, feel free to correct me in the comments below, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's around 8 shells. I'm not so sure. Anyway, let's move on. Now, there's a slight error of this one, because when I've looked on the Far Cry 4 version, I've realised that the breech on that shotgun was on the left hand side instead of the right. Now, the reason why I've made this into a right-handed weapon because I'm right-handed obviously, but in the game your character holds a left-handed weapon although he's right-handed, which is kind of logical. Anyway, now, it doesn't really matter to be honest, it doesn't really bother me in a way, but I don't know about you, but it don't really bother me because at least the breech is there and you see the shotgun, that's for sure. Anyway, like so, that goes back and reveals the exposed breech there where it ejected shells and everything, so yes, like so. As you may obviously tell at the front there, the pump, so yes. And last but not least is the select fire. Now I don't know if there is a select fire on this, although I know that you could have this either a pump action or a semi-automatic mode, but I don't know if there's a select fire for it to switch in between, so yes, I just put it on there just in case there is, or not, or whatever. So yes, this ain't so bad, you know, I'm quite impressed with this. I don't know about you, but I'm quite impressed with it. But you know what's the downside to it is? The colours. Oh yes, if only this was all grey you would obviously know what it is straight out of the bag, but when it's multicoloured like this, it's a bit hard to tell whenever it's like a Remington or, I don't know, it's a bit confusing. But either way, hope you've liked this good old episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like or a comment down below on what you think of this episode. It should help me a lot. But if you really liked it, why not subscribe to my channel and keep the channel growing? It should help me a lot as well. Oh yes, keep up to date with videos that I do as well. Oh yes, feel free. Also, check out the links in the description below. There are homepages to my Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, and all that stuff. So, yes, check those out. Feel free. And, well, what I'll do technically on those homepages is just share videos that I've recently made and done. You know, just let people know that I've made a video recently. So, it keeps them occupied and, you know, up to date and stuff. So, yes. And also, feel free to share these videos around yourself. You know, it gives me a bit of support and help as well. You know, if more people share these videos that I've done, the more people notice them and give them views and all that stuff. But either way, I'm not so desperate for views, so yeah, either way, it's up to you. Anyways, but, well, I do appreciate for what you guys are doing, like leaving suggestions and viewing my videos and giving my channel a bit of support by subscribing and everything else. I appreciate all of your guys' support, you know, it really means a lot to the channel and myself, so yes, I am pleased, oh yes. So yes, join me tomorrow, that is, as I'll be making a weapon from Destiny. Oh yes, I'm going back to there and trying making weapons from there instead, hopefully. You know, fingers crossed. And besides, there's this guy who really wants me to make this gun from that game. So yes, fingers crossed it won't be such a failure, you know, because, well, at the moment, I'm kind of struggling with it. Well, my first attempt on it didn't really work out so well, so I might go back to the weapon again, see if I could redo it on my mistakes and everything, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'll be making that weapon at some point, again, that is. Hopefully it'll be completed instead of half done, so either way, hope you've liked this episode, and don't forget to join me tomorrow for that other weapon. And as always, well, fingers crossed for it, if I have made it or not, and as always, enjoy the rest of your days. Salute!